Boom, we're live. Nice.
Nice. Welcome to another show. Mack here, and our co-founder Jan for Acquirify. We're going to be discussing
Nice.
all of the craziness that's happening in the market just now. It's a very, very important show because not only has gold made an all-time high before Bitcoin, but the markets are going absolutely berserk. There are a lot of questions that a lot of people have to ask, and we are here to answer those questions. So we are going to be covering in the show the current market position, all of the fear that's been in the market with the supply shock, the fear and greed index as well. We want to speak about the very, very high level of greed that's in the markets and why you should be worried about that. And also, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin versus Ethereum. We're going to be looking at a potential all-time high in the markets for Bitcoin before the halving. And I want to make a point, guys, right? It's not the halvening. I hear so many people call it the Bitcoin halvening. This is the Bitcoin halving. What do you call it, Jan?
Halving. Come on, guys. It's very
halving.
easy. Even for me, as a Finnish person. Halving.
It's the Bitcoin halving. We're going to be taking a look at some of the charts as well, some expectations on my side, what I am expecting this bull run, this 2024-25, from Jan's perspective as well. From a very OG perspective, Jan has been in these markets for a long time, is deeply connected with some of the most influential people behind the scenes in crypto. So I always love to hear what Jan has to say about the markets. And also, we're going to be looking at meme season and why I'm a little bit worried about coins like Baby Trump, Super Trump that are now trending in the top 5 on CoinMarketCap.
That's one of the reasons, Ken, I have this
DGen cap. We all love the DGen.
Is here. As long as we have the meme season, I'm going to have this DGen hat on. So
beautiful. I need to get myself one. And we're going to speak about Portal as well. Like, this coin rallied 40 to 80,000%, and we were responsible for assisting with the launch of this project with the token on Binance. So this is a very, very nice opportunity that a lot of people inside our community made a lot of money. We had people that turned 5K into $250,000. Like, this is mind-blowing that this happened. Like, this is crazy. Crazy.
We're back on track, baby.
We're back. The Bitcoin bull run is back. And also the next raise and how everybody can get involved inside the community for Acquirify with the next token launch. So I think we've got a lot of things to cover, Jan. So I think we should start. Here.
So go ahead, Boomer. Tell about your cold prediction.
Well.
Me personally, I don't care about gold that much. As you guys know, I'm a full crypto degenerate, always in crypto. But I mean, guys, like gold is going almost all-time high. I don't know what that means. Ken, maybe you can say something about this graph. How fucked are we?
Well, you would think that something increasing in value is a good thing. Now, I've been a gold bug for a long time, past 2 decades. I don't buy precious metal to make money. I buy simply as a hedge, and it's an indication of what's happening in the market. Now, the price of gold increasing is sending a big warning. Gold is something that you don't buy to trade. I hear a lot of people that's in the markets that are saying, I'm going to trade gold and making money in gold. But you don't buy gold to make money. You don't trade gold to make money. Even these gold ETFs, these are not, these are not physical gold. You don't actually own the gold. Now, to me, what that's signaling when you're seeing gold making an all-time high before Bitcoin, that's saying, and it's sending a big warning to the market, saying we do not trust what's happening in the economy. We do not trust your fake dollars, the fake pieces of paper that you keep on printing, and we are very uncertain about what's to come. So what this is signaling is major uncertainty in the markets. It's signaling investors in the markets fleeing to safety. So they're cashing out All of these stocks that you've been seeing, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, they're cashing out of the market and they're fleeing to safety to things like precious metal where they know that their money is safe. Now, I want to be very clear about one thing, right? Bullion is gold and silver. That is real money. It's been around for 5,000 years. It stood the test of time, and it takes the same effort, energy, resources, and skill to mine an ounce of gold that it does today that it did 100 years ago. Now, I don't like it when people compare gold to Bitcoin. This is two completely different things. So
Maybe,
never
maybe,
compare them.
maybe gold is trying to catch Bitcoin somehow.
Good luck to it. Good luck.
I mean,
Gold is never going to catch Bitcoin.
no.
And this is why you can't compare gold to Bitcoin. They're two completely different assets. Gold, not only is it a pain in the ass, it doesn't increase much in value, but when it does, that is a signal of things to come. It's a signal of recession. It's a signal of trust being lost in the marketplace. And it's a signal of people being very unsure about what's to come next, putting their wealth in a safe haven asset.
No, I agree here with Ken. Like, gold is a very boring asset. Like, if you want to buy it, like, it's very good to have it. Like, just in case something happens, you can always trade it. Who knows? At least me, I do not own gold, but I do follow it sometimes. But yeah, very interesting. What's the next one that we have on the fear and greed?
Wow.
Oh man, look at that. Look at that beauty. You guys are I'm not gonna swear in this program, but you guys are degenerate. That's I have the degenerate hat on. But yeah, I mean greed is on the top at the moment.
Right, so let's take a look at fear of greed, right? So if we take a look at Max, the last time that we were at this level of fear and greed was back here in January, February 2021. But it didn't last very long, did it? We were here from the 15th of February to the 1st of March, 3 years ago. And then we had this big correction in the market, which we didn't recover from until now, 3 years later. Now, it's worth noting that just before the 11th of November 20, so beginning of November 2020, we were back up in this area, but up at 90, 92, 93. I don't know about you, yeah, but I'm a little bit worried about this. Like, how high can we go? Like, the highest that we've been by the looks of this is 93. And then we were back up in this area for a very short period of time in 2019. And that was from June till like the weeks.
I have a clear answer here. I'm not going to look at charts. I'm not going to look at these indexes. This time is totally different. We have so much institutional money coming in. We have so much different things happening inside of the crypto ecosystem. Despite everyone are greedy at the moment, they should be. Like BTC is on top of every currency at the moment. We just surpassed Euro, which is the second hardest boss in our boss fight, and now the dollar is coming. If we get through past the dollar, we basically killed all the bosses. I think we're on a good track. Of course, that doesn't mean it's a good thing for the economy. There's a bunch of people that are suffering, and I think it's a very good way of hedging against what's happening with the inflation and everything else. Buy crypto. It's one of the saving assets. But yeah, you can see from the graph where DXY is not really pumping at the moment. It's not showing its strength.
So, just for those that don't know, what we're looking at just now is the strength of the US dollar, and it's in a downtrend. Now, this is inversely correlated with the price of Bitcoin. So usually what we see, or we have seen historically, is when the DXY decreases in value, we see Bitcoin increasing in value. Now, what I'm looking at here and what I'm doing is I'm looking at a descending triangle. So we are in a downtrend. We did break out, but we're back in the downtrend again. So it is possible that we could break to the downside down to this level here. Now, if that happens, just move the microphone. If that happens, we'll be coming back down to this level here.
Come on. Dollar is not going to strengthen. We are printing every day so much money. Every day. That's why gold is going higher. We see Bitcoin going higher. I don't know. At the same time as we're getting dollar gains at the moment on our phones and exchanges and so forth, we're not actually getting more buying power. We're just losing it, to be honest. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting on the presidential year in the United States. What's going to happen? Usually, when there's an election happening in the United States, everything pumps. But yeah, we are very greedy at the moment. I don't see this going down yet. I see still us going more higher. There's still a lot of money in the sidelines, just looking, trying to get into BTC and ETH. But yeah, Ken, there's been one thing that I've been seeing a lot, and it's been very frustrating for me because I come from the OTC market. I come from someone that does these deals and someone actually that built an ecosystem around doing peer-to-peer Bitcoin transactions. I was actually building Paxful back in the days, and there's something called the supply shock coming. And there's now been more and more these tweets about, hey, OTC brokers don't have enough Bitcoin. And yes, this is the graph. Total OTC desks balance don't have BTC. Okay, guys, you guys who are new to this channel and new to crypto and overall like new to financial systems, like OTC desks, they don't own BTC. They buy it from the exchanges. Like this doesn't mean anything, guys. Like if I'm a broker, I never have BTC in my hand. I want to hedge my position right away if I get a buy or sell order. And that's why this glass node doesn't make any sense. I've been seeing this graph more and more, and this is not correct. How these brokers and ETFs actually work is that you get an ETF buy order. It's T plus 1, which means day after you actually get your BTC. And these brokers have actually 24 hours to get this BTC to the buyers. Now, what does it mean? It means that there's not going to be any BTC supply shocks. But here's the question. There's only 21 million BTC ever going to be mined. So yes, there is a supply change happening. There's a huge supply shock happening, but it's not because of the OTC desks. No.
I just want to put a point in there as well. And this is why everybody should be listening very carefully to what you were saying, because Acquirify provide OTC over-the-counter services. So, Jan is giving you a breakdown, from his analysis from an operational perspective from somebody who provides OTC services. So, I myself, I am very interested as well, because I had posted inside my my crypto community about the supply shock, and also this everybody's posting this here. I posted it myself. This is Cash App.
This is fake.
Running at a Bitcoin.
This is fake. This is not true. There's no supply shock. There's enough BTC still for everyone. Like brokers, we don't own BTC. We don't have it on hand. We buy it from someone else. Like this is a fact. Don't go for this bullish news. This is why we are in a greed mode at the moment. All this news are going out. We are all listening to our taxi drivers saying like, you have to buy BTC. No, like be careful out there. We are in extreme greed because there's institutions buying BTC. There's no supply shock coming up. But yeah.
No, I'm very happy that you clarified that, because even I was a little bit confused by it. But after, off camera when we're speaking, you explained it to me why there is no supply shock, and there is always going to be, at the moment, there is a supply, through the OTC services, and how they don't actually physically hold on to these assets themselves. They're just an exchange service, a bit like what Acquirify offers.
Yeah, they're just basically like a connector. But yeah, like let's talk about what's happening with ETH and BTC or Ethereum especially. Like there's been a lot of news coming out like, hey, what's up? There we go. There we go. Look at that. We broke down. We finally broke it. I remember I think last week we were talking about this. Like, hey,
Yeah.
like Ethereum is going to dump still. But hey, here we are. People are noticing something's happening with Ethereum. I told you guys last week, like, hey, Ethereum is going to perform really well. There's going to be an ETF at some point coming up to eat Ethereum, and that means that all the institutions are finally going to be able to buy this coin, so to say. And what does it mean for the ecosystem? It means that BTC and Ethereum will just keep pumping, and you can see it from here. And at the moment, people who realize this, they understand like, hey, we have the first time ever opportunity to go before institutions are coming in. So I think that's why we're pumping so much. And there's so much happening also in the ETH ecosystem. I'm going to show some of my screens soon. But yeah, what do you think of ETH at the moment before I show my video?
Yes, like Ethereum has always followed this trend. Bitcoin pumps first, then Ethereum goes. But it hasn't really had, I don't think it's had its time yet, because like what we're looking at here just now is the value of Ethereum against Bitcoin. You can see that we've lost a lot of Ethereum value against Bitcoin, but we've broken the downtrend. I was a little bit worried last week that we're going to break this major line of support here, and then for Ethereum to break down even further, which it could happen in the immediate short term. But I think you're right, yeah. I think that Ethereum is going to start performing very, very well. We just did the Denkun upgrade as well for Ethereum. The gas fees were a little bit high, but I believe there we are. We're pumping 5% just now. Ethereum against Bitcoin. Ethereum is 2.5% up. Bitcoin is 2.4% down. But I'm very bullish on Ethereum. This bull run, we could be looking at anywhere between $8,000 and $15,000. I'm not gonna. I don't like making price targets, but anywhere between $8,000 and $15,000, I think would be very reasonable. But if we start breaking to the upside, once Bitcoin starts trading sideways, once it's completed or wherever it's heading to just now, maybe it's going to an all-time high. Maybe we're going to 72K. Maybe we're going to 79K. Like you said to me, off camera again, the charts go out the windows when we have these exponential bull runs.
Exactly. And again, ETF is coming. Guys, understand what it means. It means institutions can trade only two coins, BTC and ETH. If BTC is going to pump now to 100K, 150K, ETH will follow. They're like that liquidity needs to go somewhere. And they have only two opportunities. All those asset managers, they're going to be saying to their clients like, hey, buy Ethereum, buy BTC. You have no other coins. Like this is a very, very, very good mood and very, very good spot to buy Ethereum and BTC. Of course, not the financial advice, but at least from my side, like this is where you will make a lot of money. Like this is an easy trade. This is what I call an easy trade. Like,
yeah, I agree with you. It's a kind of trade that you just put the money in and just leave it alone. If you don't want to be active and worried about it, the Bitcoin and Ethereum, absolutely. These are low maintenance positions. I want to point out as well, Jan, that yesterday, and I did note that the SEC delayed the decision on the ETFs. So it is a factor for consideration, but we should know that anyway because that's what they did with the Bitcoin ETFs. It was a continual delay of the ETF, but it is eventually going to come. Like you say, that money needs to go somewhere, and just now with ETFs, that money from the institutions can't go to Litecoin, it can't go to Dogecoin. But the question is this. Where is that money coming from? Who is pumping the markets right now? If that money from the Bitcoin ETFs, right, cannot leave the Bitcoin ETF, where is that money coming from?
That's a good question. Let's watch my video quickly before we go into this topic. So what are the behemoths saying in Wall Street? Let's see.
Take a look at Bitcoin. There it is, over 67,000. We're approaching all-time highs, Mr. Weiss.
Yep.
It's another 7% today. What's behind this other than momentum?
There's still no use case.
there's still no use case, guys. It's over. No use case for BTC.
Well, there are a few things. Momentum. Kramer came out today and said he thinks because people trust fiat currencies less because of everybody's upside down is in debt to GDP. I don't really think that's the case. I just don't think they're that big deeper. Sure, there's a small element that believes that all economies, all sovereigns are going to hell, so they're going to hide Bitcoin. That's not it.
So basically, he just said what Ken was saying, like with the gold and other currencies. Like we're all-time high against all the currencies. People don't trust them. People are still printing money with fiat. Like that's why we're seeing this rally, so to say. But yeah, let's keep watching.
It's purely the marketing power right now of BlackRock or Fidelity, and more to come. But to show you how ridiculous it is, Bitcoin isn't even the top foreign currency. I think Bite the Dog or whatever the hell that currency's name is up 400%. I mean, it's just
so it's like it's like a perfect storm for
crypto.
This particular asset.
And listen next what he's saying about Ethereum. Listen very carefully.
Asset class right now between the approval of the ETFs and the biggest names in the asset management business getting into it, with some speculative fervor in parts of the market. Biotech maybe here too, and overall risk on.
Complete perfect storm. Yeah. But I think you have to look at the two products that investors really focus on. Number one, obviously Bitcoin, which has been traditionalized with the advent of the ETFs. Here's the interesting one, and here's the thought. You have Bitcoin up 58%. Right. You have Ethereum up 57%. Ethereum doesn't have the ETF yet.
Exactly. Ethereum does not have the ETF yet. What will happen when that happens?
So you have a lot of people who are going to own Ethereum on the belief that an ETF is coming. Is Ethereum riding the back of Bitcoin, or is Ethereum rallying on the belief that the ETF's coming? Because if it's rallying on the back of Bitcoin, then there's so much more alpha that can be generated in owning Ethereum relative to Bitcoin because the ETF's not there yet.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I don't think that deeply. I just think it's,
Okay, this guy doesn't know anything what he says. But yeah, you guys get my point. You guys see where we are. Like institutions and even on news channels, we are now talking about Ethereum ETF. That's very big news, guys. Like Bitcoin started rallying on 26,000, 25,000 when we started talking more and more serious about the ETFs. Ethereum is starting to get there. We're just in the beginning. And for me, like I'm not the bull for ETH overall. I always had ETH, but overall, like I'm a BTC maxi. I'm always been, but it's a very good trade, man. It's a very good trade. I
think the mindset is, I'm the same. Bitcoin is my religion. Bitcoin right there. But when we look at these other coins like Ethereum or whatever it is, baby Doge, baby Trump, Super Trump, whatever it is you're trading, these things for me, I see them as being short term and a way to maximize my Bitcoin holdings. Because I look upon Bitcoin as my savings account. I've got my hardware wallet here, and to me, that's my savings account. Is I'll maximize my Bitcoin holdings by trading some of these other higher risk assets, like Ethereum. It's a higher risk asset than Bitcoin, but into the higher risk assets like Litecoin, or we won't speak of XRP, but
I mean, you can show the charge. You can always show the charge. But yeah, guys, this is an easy trade. Like just buy BTC and ETH. You're gonna be in very good hands. Let's say in the end of the year. There's a lot of liquidity coming into this space, and that eventually will run into alts, but it will take time. And I think there's a huge wealth. What do you call it? Wealth is changing hands. We look at millennials; they got the houses, they got very cheaply the houses. We are gonna get very cheaply BTC, and we got it. We were outrunning BTC institutions for a long time, and now they're here. And you still have the possibility to outrun them. There's still, what are we, $1.2 trillion market cap now with BTC or what?
I think the overall is 2.5, but 1.2, 1.3.
Yeah, so we're very early. We're very early, guys. Come on. This is a very easy trade. But yeah, maybe we can see some of the charts that
Yeah,
we're gonna show.
I'll bring that up just now. But before I do, just want to share this with you guys. As Acquirify is an M&A focused platform, I am going to be speaking at the 2024 Business Acquisition Virtual Summit, which is one of the biggest in the world, with some of the most famous speakers in M&A. I'll be speaking alongside Jeremy Harbour, Carl Allen, and Roland Frazier. And if you guys would like to come and listen to how we structure some of the deals in the Web 2 space, how to buy businesses without risking any of your own money, and some of the smart structuring techniques that I've been working on and using over the last 20 years, I would welcome you to come and listen to me. I'll be speaking between the 6th and 8th of March. It's 100% online, and you can register for free. I think the first day is also for free. I'll put a link in the description so that you guys can get a ticket. I would urge you to come and join us. You're going to learn a lot from some OGs in the M&A space. You'll learn how we've been buying businesses using a methodology called leverage buyout, which is very, very interesting. And it's where we buy businesses by leveraging its assets, where sometimes we can achieve a zero cash down figure. So it is a very, very interesting topic that a lot of people do not know about, and I would recommend that you learn about. I just, before we go over to the charts here, I want to share a post by Rect Capital. It's an account that I follow on Twitter, and sometimes they post stuff that I agree with, sometimes they post stuff that I don't agree with, but this time is different, I think. And so I would like you to take a look at this. I want our audience to look at this as well and consider greed is at an all-time high. Is Bitcoin going to crash 40%? Now, my head would say to me, the charts say to me, everything says to me, everything, and the logic says to me that we are going to crash between 20 to 40%. When we crash, these are opportunities to buy in a bull market. Yeah, these are recollateralization opportunities. But what Rect Capital is saying is we get 42 days until the halving, right? The halving, I called it the halving. Now, they are expecting a final pre-halving retrace. Now, they're looking at history. And they've said 2016, the pre-halving retrace was 38% deep. In 2020, the pre-halving retrace was 20% deep. The pre-halving retrace can last multiple weeks, up to 77 days. The pre-halving retrace is followed by multi-month reaccumulation. I'll show you the chart in a minute. The period can last up to 150 days of reaccumulation. Now, this is a very important point that they've mentioned, and this is something that I believe that is a fact. Many investors get shaken out in this stage due to boredom, impatience, disappointment with lack of major results in their BTC investment in the immediate aftermath of the halving. Now, always around this time, not only did the bulls get wrecked, but also the bears get wrecked during this time. Now, the last thing that we want our viewers and community to end up is to get shaken out and end up getting wrecked in these markets with these volatile moves, especially when it comes to leverage trading, which is very, very popular in these times. Now, point number 4, the post-halving parabolic uptrend. Once Bitcoin breaks out from the reaccumulation area, break out into the parabolic trend in green here, it is during this phase Bitcoin experiences accelerated growth on its way to new all-time highs. This phase trend lasts about 385 days, and that is the chart there that they've shared. I would like to get your views and opinions on this, Jan. What are you expecting? Do you think, or do you believe, like, how is it even possible? How can we continue at this level of greed to rally as hard as we are? Like, this doesn't make any sense, man. To me, what Rect Capital is saying, that makes sense. Yeah. The markets just now are in a very, very overheated phase. Yes, we've got this new liquidity with the ETFs, but surely we should be getting this pre or post halving dump.
Yeah, so my opinion here is that as long as there's no new wars coming up, or there's not a new market crash or COVID crash, I see us going up. We are in a like if you look at the last markets, like we didn't have this liquidity coming in. It's just we have hard time as crypto maxis. Let's say crypto maxis to understand this. Like last times, we did not have institutions. We do have hedge funds. We had VCs. We had family office maybe coming in. But now we're officially getting from BlackRock saying to their customers, how much is BlackRock? They have $10 trillion, I think, assets under management, or some crazy number. Is it 1 trillion or 10 trillion? I don't know. But anyway, the number is so high that our monkey brains cannot handle it. Like our degenerate brains cannot handle how much money is on the sideline, just waiting in and just buying this supply up. I do agree that there's going to be some kind of, for sure, like there's going to be some red days. Are we going to see a minus 30% red day as previous? I don't think so. I just don't see it happening. Like why the leverage is so big at the moment is because of hedging. Like institutional buyers, they need to hedge their positions. And when you hedge your positions, you have to take some, leverage. And that's when you get leverage and fear and greed to be so high. But again, like from my point of view, and this is just being me, this is not the financial advice. I'm a degenerate. I've been in this crypto space for more than 10 years. I'm just seeing what's happening in the sidelines. I'm just seeing what's happening in the behind the office. Institutions are here and they have so much firepower. Like, why would they sell? Like 80 or 70% of all people that hold BTC, they never sell. Or they just hold it. They just hold. They don't sell. So what do you think will happen? I think it's more about like when we touch a certain point of USD value or whatever fiat value that is, there's gonna be some kind of crash for sure. But it's not happening yet. That's just my opinion. Again,
see these crashes, right? It could be a daily candle where we wick down 20 or 30%. So I think that can happen. Like a massive deleveraging event, stop loss hunting, wiping out, a mass liquidation event.
Again, here's a point. Here's a point I want to make. Like institutions, they don't day trade. They hold for, let's say, years. Family offices, years. Like all these guys that hold BTC, especially on institutional level, they don't day trade. They do maybe monthly trading, or if they trade with like 100 BTC every day. They're not gonna dump everything right away. So I don't know. Like maybe there's some kind of like I don't even know what the doomsday scenario would be for BTC. Maybe that Satoshi would come alive and he would move his coins. That would be like an absolute, let's say, doomsday scenario. But other than that, like, tell me, like, institutions don't day trade. They're not like us apes that day trade and use leverage. No, they're very institutionalized, very boring, so to say.
Yeah, and I'm just reading a comment there as well from somebody that says, you were wrong so many times calling for a crash last year. Your analysis is worthless. This cycle might be truly different to the rest. Bitcoin has never broken all-time high before the halving. Like, just these few comments, I'm just reading a lot of confusion, right? The dude that put these charts together is speaking what the chart, that like he's just saying what the charts are saying.
Yeah.
You've got three things here, right? You've got what the charts are saying. You've got what the honey badger is saying, Bitcoin, which doesn't give an F. It just does its own thing. And you've got what the people are saying, the general sentiment in the marketplace. So it's and then you've got what the institutions and family offices, what they are doing, which is not.
And that's generational wealth. We're talking about generational wealth. Do you know what that means? That means that you have hundreds of years of wealth just following one family. Like, why would they day trade? Like, if they decide to buy BTC, no, they're not gonna dump it the next day for sure. I mean, and if they do dump, they do dump like in portions. Like you have contracts that are 3 years long, 4 years long, even. Like, and that's why we're seeing this rally so aggressively. Like, all these institutions, they're not buying like instantly like us, like market buy, market buy, market buy. They're buying slowly but steadily, constantly. And when you have an asset that has a limited supply of only 950 coins per day being produced, and you have 10,000 coins being bought out from the market, what do you think will happen? I think it's pretty clear. It's a very green day.
That's what I love about Bitcoin. It's maths.
Sorry, man.
That's it. It's just math. Bitcoin is just math, and the opportunity is right in front of everybody's eyes. But 99% of people are too blind to see it. I want to point out another thing. Just another topic. There is that this worries me. Right when we go into coin market cap, this to me is signaling a local top before a flush out. When you see coins like this it's fun, but it's very childish, but it's a wild, wild west. You've got coins like Pepe, Super Trump, Shiba Inu, trending in the top 3 coins in coin market cap. Flocky. And the other day we had Baby Trump. Like, what is Baby Trump? This was trending top 3 alongside Portal, our project that we're launching Binance. Then the top 3. So, and that's now 14, and now it's off. It's off the charts. We get MAGA Trump in number 14 now. But that to me signals a local top. Dog wife hat, or whatever this says here. Baby Dogecoin. Like, when the market starts getting a little bit immature, this is when the euphoria starts kicking in. This is when this is the ultimate level of greed. Now, all of these coins, this can be a lot of fun. We can make a lot of money, but you've got to remember that the whole purpose of these coins is so that you can maximize your Bitcoin holding position. Now, not everybody gets that or understands that. These are short-term gambling opportunities where you can jump on the train, you can get off, and then maximize your Bitcoin holdings. But certainly for me, it's I won't be putting all of my net worth in any of these projects. I'm very careful when it comes to these things, but there's no reason why we can't have a little bit of fun and ride the train and the high speed train and maximize some of that Bitcoin. But just pay attention to it, guys. Look at the trending coins, see what's up there, see where the open interest is, see what people are searching for, and that should give you an idea of whereabouts we are in the cycle. We've got a question here as well, just asking if the video is going to be remaining online. Yes, this video is going to be it's going to remain on the AcquireFi YouTube channel.
Yeah, I just want to comment on this meme season and why I have the hat. Crypto traders overall, and all of our, I would say almost 90% of crypto people that I know are absolute degenerates. That's never going to change. There's always going to be this meme culture, easy money, easy go, so to say. But be very careful with these meme coins, guys. Like 99% of them are scams. 99% are trying to honey trap your currency. If you do this, remember that you're gonna probably lose all your money 99% of the time. I do not recommend it, but like if you do, at least have at least pick the most retarded one or the most degenerate one. I cannot give any other. I'm not giving financial advice here again, but like, come on, Super Trump. Oh my God. But hey, like, this is, I saw a very interesting thread on Twitter. It's called financial. I couldn't remember it. It was like the only way for our generation to get like really wealthy nowadays is with casinos. Like, I saw the statistics that every year the casinos, how much they're making money, are going up. And that also means like the wealth that, let's say, the middle class has is going absolutely down. It's going down a lot, and people are frustrated. and I feel you guys. I understand why people will trade and do memes and trade memes. Like, it's the only possible way, so to say, for a normal geek to get very, very wealthy, or even have the chance to get very wealthy. I understand that, but there's like, if you want retirement money, like, just stack your BTC, just stack a little bit ETH. Those are very good options. Like, if you play with memes, you're gonna get hurt eventually. But yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I learned my lesson as well with some of these memes, and I lost a lot of money. But I didn't throw all of my net worth. I threw a sizable amount of money, and then the crash came. I started DCAing out the market after the. In fact, it was after this Business Insider interview here, where they interviewed me 2021. I called the top of the market. We're at 50, 60K. I said, right, guys, that's it for me. I'm out in the markets. 10K is coming. And guess what? We were only a few thousand off of my target. We hit 15K, whatever it was. But it was around that time where it was, see, when these crashes come, they come hard and fast. And I had a big liquidation of Shiba Inu. I lost a lot of money. And it's not nice to lose money, but just be careful. Do not throw all of your net worth into any of these projects. Be very, very careful. Use them for fun. And like Jan says, if you're going to buy one of these, make sure you buy the most fucked up meme coin and just have a little bit of fun with it.
No, I agree. Let's go to the last part of our show, which is basically acquire for our updates and what we're doing. Just on that, like, guys, we had the fantastic opportunity here. I'm going to show my screen to invest in Portal. We did not incubate them, but we did help them a little bit with the different things. They're cool guys, and I think overall the project is great. They're basically Steam on Web3, and they're going to be launching a lot of different games on top of their platform. And we were lucky enough to get into the angel round, which was at 0.059 cents. So we made a lot of good gains, and I'm so happy to a lot of you guys, people that participated. This is what I wanted. And I just want to say, like, there is other ways of making money in crypto. It's not only investing through BTC or ETH or through memes, it's also with pre-sales. Now, we at Acquire, we are trying to give these raises that I get and Ken gets and all of our team members gets to our community. We want to get you on board this train ride. We want to make money together. Again, not the financial advice, but we're trying to, as best as possible, curate the best possible opportunities for you and me to make money on this bull run. And I think the best way to make money at the moment is with pre-sales. So one of them was Portal, which we're very lucky. And there's another one coming up. It's called, I should not maybe present it, but I'm going to do it still. It's called Runes Terminal, and it's something around the BTC ecosystem. And people who don't know, it's been very hard to build something on top of BTC because the blockchain itself, it cannot basically have or store so much data. But now we're seeing a lot of builders starting to build on top of BTC. And ordinals, I don't know if you guys don't know ordinals, but people do. Ordinals did really well. And I think Runes Terminal is going to do the same thing. They're basically helping out so you can build on top of BTC different ecosystem plays, dApps, and so forth. And I think overall, once that institutional money comes into BTC, there's going to be a lot of ecosystems that are starting to grow inside of BTC. And this is the first time happening. Like, before it was ETH, before it was also Solana and other layer ones, but now BTC is coming again to be popular. And I think participating in something like Runes Terminal is going to be very good for you. Again, not the financial advice. And we're offering this only for the AcquireFi community. So if you have AcquireFi tokens, you're going to be able to participate in this race. Again, do your own research, and we might have to reduce the allocation amount because there's so many people wanting to this race. But yeah, check out Rune's terminal, check out what they're building. But I think overall, like me and Ken, we're trying to get more and more of these shows together. Whatever feedback you guys have to us, please give it. Like, I think it's very important that we understand what you guys want to watch. Are we stupid? Are we totally degenerates? I don't know. At least I am. And yeah, I just want to end up with saying, be very careful where you invest. Despite the market is very greedy, I still think it's a good time to buy BTC. I think it's good time to stack Ethereum. The risk reward is there. Yeah, just overall, check our channel, check out Quarify.
Yeah, thanks to everybody that's joined the live stream. Just a few comments there from our viewers. Thank you to Quarify from Satoshi. I'd love to join the pre-sales. Yeah, so we'll put a link to the community for Telegram in the description of the video. So if you just join the Telegram community, then you can get access to all of the upcoming opportunities like Portal and the Runes portal that Jan has just gone through with you there. Satish says hi, and good to be here. So yeah, it's nice to see all of you guys there. We get to MH. Can't believe I missed that opportunity. But if you join the community, then you will get access to all of these opportunities before anybody else does, and it's completely free of charge to join. Nice community. We've been around for a while now, so we look forward to see you inside the community. Thank you to everybody who joins, and I'll be looking forward as well to seeing some of you guys at the Business Acquisition Summit. You can grab your ticket and get access free of charge to day one of the summit as well. I'll put a link in the description. We'll try and get more of these shows out as well. We'll try and get more of these shows out, if we can on a weekly basis. There's one of our viewers there. I joined your AMA back in 2022. Nice. So thank you very much, guys. Have a beautiful day. Have a lovely week. And be careful out there in the wild west of crypto.